That's insane. That's such a sick view. This is straight out of Red Dead Redemption. Another hidden spot ticked off the map. This is so much like Cars right now. And I absolutely love it. It's our first sighting of a deer. Morning. Welcome back to another day, another vlog. We're just woken up, as you can probably tell. Going to be getting on the road soon, and I think the plan today is I want to try and reach Prince George, which is, if I get up on a map, it's just north of here, so it's about 4.5 hour drive, but I do want to stop at like loads of things en route, which means it's probably going to be like a 7 or 8 hour drive in total, which isn't the end of the world. But I figured, because last night I arrived so late, let me show you actually the view from the motel. Like, it's this little area, right? And then you look out, I mean, it's literally in the middle of nowhere, but it's actually quite a nice little view, isn't it? It is quite nice. It's supposed to be like 31 degrees as well today, so it's going to be pretty hot. I don't mind it too much, because it means that when we do get out of the car, we can get a little bit of suntan and just enjoy the outdoors. But thankfully, the car does have air conditioning, so we're not going to overheat too much, which is quite nice. But that's kind of the main goal, is just to, as I say, just to get from Cash Creek, head north and try and reach Prince George by the end of the day. I don't know what time roughly. I mean, last night I think I pulled up at like probably 11:30. Got to the motel. Turned out that my card that I'd booked it with didn't even register. They couldn't get hold of me, and so I was quite lucky there was still room when we got it, because otherwise I might have just had to sleep in the car in the hotel car park, well, the motel car park. But thankfully we got it sorted. I managed to pay for it, so yeah, that's a good thing. I'm just going to finish up packing up now, then jump in the car. I'm going to start heading north, try and find somewhere for breakfast, because I'm absolutely starving, and then take it from there. So let me grab my stuff. We're going to hop down to the car and get going. All checked out. Time to get back on the road, but it is nice actually seeing this in a bit more of the daytime. Where we are, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's just motel after motel, which is quite funny. I jokingly feel to myself, we're not in Vancouver no more, we're in the wild. Right, before I get going, I feel like this is going to be a problem. I don't know if you can see it, there's so many dead bugs on the windscreen, and I think it's just going to get worse and worse the more north we go. Might have to pick up like a little mop or something from a garage just to keep wiping down the windscreen at times. But anyway, I need to get going. I found a cool little cafe. It's like a stagecoach cafe, which is about 26 minutes away from the motel, so we're going to head there first, get some food in, and then get the rest of the road trip going. All right, I need to focus on the road before I crash the car. I know I said we were getting to the stagecoach cafe. We are going to get there, but there was a place that I wanted to try and spot. Well, I spotted it on the map, but I want to try and get to it. It is literally in the middle of nowhere. There is no signal at all. So I've got the maps preloaded on my phone. But this place is called Loon Lake, and it's off. I'm trying to find it again. It's off Highway 97, but look at this, it's absolutely stunning. And it's just absolutely silent, which is really nice. Anyway, I'm gonna hop back to the car. We need to spin it around and then make our way back to the highway. As you can see, we've made it to Clinton, and we're going to go and get some food at this kind of stagecoach place. There's like we're in the middle of nowhere now, and it's really cool. There's like all these like neat little things, like a proper rusty old tractor, fun little collectibles. But look at it, the road itself is like something out of the Cars movies. If you've ever seen them, everyone's seen them. It's like the Cars films. I love it. All right, let's go get a table. Let's go get some food. Look at this place, this is well nice. This is the Stagecoach Cafe. I found it on Google Maps. There's your stagecoach. Right, let's go get seated, get some food.
This was really good though. Oh yeah.
That was interesting. It was a really nice restaurant actually. The people there were lovely. Like very much like local people going about their day. But yeah, we filled up on some eggs. I think it was like jalapeno pepper, some sort of bean sauce that I've I just kind of tucked into. I think we're going to be eating a lot of different things on this road trip. But that was a nice little stop off. If you're ever in Clinton, is where we are. If you're ever in Clinton, go check it out. It's called the Stagecoach Cafe. It's a really nice locally run thing. I'd recommend it. This is so much like Cars right now. And I absolutely love it. It's like Cars, the real life. We've got a little bit of a road update. As you can see, got the camera out because we've just come off the side of the highway on our way up to Prince George via, I think it's William Lake or something, but there's this place called the Chasm. Let me show you why. Look at this. That's sick. That is really cool. It like completely is just like dipped in. Oh, it's awesome. And then all the trees just growing up around it. That's wicked. Yeah, we basically, the lady at the stagecoach shop was just like, oh, you need to go check out the Chasm because it's en route. And yeah, definitely hasn't disappointed. That's insane. That is such a sick view. Like the way the valleys are just completely shaped in, like connected all the way down. It goes on for ages as well. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. I like it. As I said, if you want to see it, so I was just in Clinton just now, and then we exited out of Clinton. We started going up the highway up north, and then there's a little turning point which says to the Chasm. I don't know what the name of this road is, but there was a sign saying it's like Chasm, like 400 meters or something. Literally follow it, and then you can see we were just over there just now. It's like a little parking area, so you can literally just park your car up and then jump out, take a little look at it. It is very, very impressive. I might just save game here for a second. I had another little pit stop, right? And this is on the way to Williams Lake still. But this one's called Lac La Lache, I want to say. It's a French name, basically meaning Lake of the Axe, I think. I gave it a little Google. I might be completely wrong and the Google might be incorrect. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. But this is actually a nice little one. It's like a little recreational area. But look at that. They even got like a little swimming place. I got my swimming shorts in the boot of the car, so I'm not actually going to go for a swim today. I just kind of want to make as much progress north as possible because I want to get into like the remote areas, like the wilderness sections. So that's the kind of the plan. But I just stretching the legs a little bit, getting out in the sun again. Still about another like 35 minutes or so to get to Williams Lake before probably going to get some food, like just top up on supplies and bits, and then head on to what I think is going to be the highlight of today's vlog, right? It's this town called Barkerville. I don't want to say too much about it. If you've heard of it before, you'll probably know what it is, but it is in the middle of nowhere. It's a really cool looking town. It's a very small town as well. One of the locals that I actually bumped into at the Mexican kind of breakfast cafe, right? He said he actually lives nearby to this place, recommends visiting it. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go check it out. I already wanted to go there anyway before the conversation, but he just kind of made it a bit more like you need to see this place. But that is where we're gonna be heading after Williams Lake. So I do want to make sure I've got enough fuel and bits to actually make it there, because the last thing I want to do is drive all the way out to Barkerville, get stuck and not be able to get back. So yeah, just need to check that that's okay. But I'm looking forward to getting there. Right, I'm gonna put my feet up, gonna take a little bit of a rest, and then we're gonna jump back in the car, carry on with this road trip, trying to get as north as possible. End goal, if you're only just tuning in, is we are trying to get to Yukon. And if you are enjoying these vlogs, be sure to hit the like button. I appreciate all the love and all the support. And if you want to stay up to date with all the adventures, all the fun, we are currently in Canada. We are going to be traveling. I haven't actually picked the next country, but we'll be going somewhere after this trip. So yeah, if you want to stay up to date with all the adventures, all the fun, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Oh, that was actually exhausting. Oh, that was good fun. Right, let's get back to the car. just stopped for a little Starbucks at Williams Lake. I showed a few clips from the car, but I'm not actually going to go down to the lake itself, just because kind of tight for time at the moment. I still got to get to Quensnall, or whatever you call it, and then from there we're going to head up to Barkerville, which, as I say, is in the middle of nowhere. That's kind of the highlight of today's, or main objective of today's vlog. And then I need to sort out some sort of accommodation at Prince George. So I'll get back in the car. I've got the coffee, I've got the boost. Let's get going. Literally been driving for like 30 minutes or so. As you can tell, I'm outside again. I found another lake. we're just near Barkerville now, but this lake here is called the Jack of Clubs Lake, I think it is. Yeah, Jack of Clubs Lake. It's just outside of Barkerville. It is actually really pretty. It's like a nice little rest area as well. So I'm assuming if you are going to visit this spot, which I've not actually arrived to, so you got to bear with me. We're going to get there in like 5 minutes or so. We're literally around the corner, but it's like a nice little rest area. We can just kind of put your feet up. I've not seen anyone on the lake. You could probably get a paddleboard down potentially. I don't know if you can even swim in it, but it just looks wicked. It's actually well hot today as well. Temperature check, there isn't one because there's no signal where I am. There's absolutely nothing. And I'm just walking down, so it looks like the path that I've just gone down, you could probably get yourself a paddleboard. So if you do want to go paddleboarding or kayaking, I'm not going to do it today because I don't actually have time, because I still want to get to Barkerville, and then from there we still need to drive to Prince George, which I think is like 2.5 hours still. But let me show you this other view. You got the road, that's the road we'll be driving on. I think it's the Barkerville Highway, but yeah, you can literally get right down to the bottom. Canada and its lakes, they're not disappointing me. Another hidden spot ticked off the map. Hey, I'm going to do a temperature check as well. That's actually nice. That's actually really nice. We've made it. Let's go and check it out, see what it looks like. Look at this place. This is like proper old school. Yeah, this is really cool. So this is called Barkerville, and it's like a historic gold rush town. I only know this exists because I was, again, just looking around at Google Maps at things to do en route. But look at these buildings. That's pretty cool. It's got a title, is it? That's pretty neat. This is straight out of Red Dead Redemption or something like that. Like, imagine just getting some cowboys just there. I didn't even realise that this was a thing. I didn't know Canada was about this life, but this is wicked. Oh, I actually should have brought like a western. I need to get like a cowboy hat. This is so cool. I could actually get lost in this place. Right, I'm gonna go back on the high street. Come on, I need to... when do I unlock this then? This is awesome. Look inside, look. I feel like there has to be a mission. I can't get in, unfortunately. There's a cage here. But this place is like preserved, like a historic area from like the gold rush time. Just need to forage the resources, you know. Collect a few more, put it in the backpack. This is so worth it, by the way. As I've said, I think I've said it a few times in this vlog. It's called Barkerville. It is in the middle of nowhere, so like make sure you've topped up your car in bits, but it is worth coming. I highly recommend it coming because this is really cool. Like, it's completely thrown you back in time, like full 1800s. Is that like for a fresh trim? This is like, say, Red Dead stuff, right? We walk in, just come out with like a full beard, go for a little goatee. Do you reckon they did skin fades back then? They must have. Cheeky skin fade. Cheers. In a proper old-fashioned kind of restaurant bar area now. Like, they have done it up, obviously. This is a bit, it's like a restoration, and so it's kind of a touristy-esque thing, but they've done a really good job of it. I would recommend coming. It's really cool. It gives me a completely different insight to like the life in Canada back in the 1800s. It's really cool. Feels like as I said, it feels like we just walked into a western or something. I'm just ready for like a little gunfight outside, but I'm gonna just stick with the root beer for now. Cheers. Just had a cheeky little refuel at the restaurant. I'm gonna check out the rest of the town, but it is because this is a bit of a touristy thing. It is actually, well, I found that out as we arrived. It is actually shutting soon, so I'm gonna have a quick walk through. I'll show you if there's anything else, but obviously I don't want to spoil it too much, because if you do come here and check it out, I think it's probably the best way to experience it, because it's very immersive, is what I'll say. That's pretty cool. They've got like a Chinese area to the town as well. As you can see, they've got like Chinese umbrellas everywhere as well. Oh, there's a little local. But it does extend here. If you can see it, at the very end of the road. Now, I saw this on Google Maps and it said it's not open, but there's like a trail. If you follow that trail, it takes you to like a courthouse place. But I'm not doing that because I haven't got the time. Because as you know, we're trying to get up to Yukon. So we actually need to head off, because it's still about another 2.5 hour drive just to get to Prince George for the night. Still don't know where I'm staying. I need to sort that out. I'll probably just book a motel when I arrive. I'll just rock up, see if there's any vacancies, and then just take one. But that's what the plan is. So I'm going to turn back now. It's a little bit of a walk, but we've come from all the way down there. So it's just like one street of all like the old kind of houses and things. I've read somewhere that some fella, basically it was all over a woman, as it usually can be. It was all over a woman, and he like knocked something which then set the whole town on fire. So they had to then rebuild the whole town in like the 1800s. So there you go, little fun fact for you. So anyone fancy a jewel? Let's go, come on. I'm ready. Anyone? Just me left. Just me left. Everyone else has gone home. But it does feel like that. It does feel like that vibe. Look at me with my little camera around my neck. I need to replace the camera. I need to get one of the old-fashioned revolvers. Be ready, just go, bang, got ya. Right, I was on the way to Prince George, but on the way, there were a few little cut-off points, and if you can see, over there and over there, I have zoomed in on my camera, which I'm going to chop the footage in, but that's our first sighting of a deer. I'm actually buzzing. It's so cool. Like I literally just found it's called Woodpecker Landing Road. It goes to like the Fraser River. But yeah, literally just came down here because I was on ChatGPT trying to figure out where the wildlife's going to be at this time of day, and it said there were some open meadows where it's easy to spot the deer. And there we go. He's even jumping. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna chuck in some footage of the deers about now. That was really cool to see. I'm so we got it on camera as well, which is wicked. I did get some really nice photos as well, which I'm going to chuck up on Instagram at some stage. So if you do want to check out the photos, my Instagram and TikTok links are both in the bio for the vlogs as well. I just need to obviously edit them, and then I can upload them. So as you can tell, we've arrived at the motel, and it's quite nice. We are in Prince George officially. It's only like 9:30 or so, so I am going to actually now do a little bit of editing on yesterday's vlog and today's vlog, because otherwise I'm going to get behind on these vlogs. So I do need to spend a bit of time this evening. The only downside is that generator there. So in the previous motel we were at last night, it was so noisy. I was in and out of sleep, so it was a bit of a rough sleep. This one is just as noisy, so unfortunately it's probably going to be another slightly rough sleep, but it's better than sleeping in the car, which I know is probably going to happen at some point when we hit the more kind of rural and wilderness areas on our way up to Yukon. So I'm enjoying the bed whilst I've got it, basically. But yeah, we've arrived in Prince George. I think tomorrow we're going to try and get as far west as possible and start heading towards Highway 37, which is one of the nicest and scenic highways in BC. So I'm looking forward to getting to the start of that. Very, very excited. If you have enjoyed today's vlog, be sure to hit that like button. Yeah, all the support, all the love means an awful lot. It goes a long way. And if you want to stay up to date with all the adventure and all the fun and what's to come on this road trip specifically, then you can hit subscribe. As always, I will see you soon. Bye.